Guys, this is your girl Mizuki and welcome back to my channel. So this video is part 2 from the previous video that I just recently posted yesterday, and this is about the Colorless Blender. So yeah, so I'm gonna actually go through 3 types of markers: Copic, Prisma, and Touch New. And I'm gonna go with 3 Colorless Blenders. Unfortunately, my artist loft did run out of ink. I did have it for a while, so it didn't make it past the first swatch. Really quick, before I start blending, these are the 3 that I'm gonna be showing you. These are the 3 Colorless Blenders that I have. I have the Prisma, I have the Copic Chow, which is the Copic, and I have the Touch New. This one I did get from Wish. So let's see if these actually are good in blending all together. In general, the 3 markers that I've chosen. So the colors that I've chosen are a rainbow aspect, the Roy G. Biv, to make it easier to actually do a gradient and blendable colorway that I wanted to do. Alright, so this is the Copic, so I did the rainbow version of this. Here are the colors, and as for the Touch New, these are the colors right here, same kind of color. And for the Prisma, the last color, look at these beautiful colors here, like a rainbow again. Now, the reason why I chose this kind of color aspect of the spectrum that I wanted to do is because I think it will be easier to show you guys how it flows through when it comes to blending with these colorless blenders, and is it possible to use all different type of colorless blenders in the markers here that I show you. So let's get to blending. Now for the first one, I didn't actually record all 3. I only recorded 1, and the last one was the Prismacolor. So that one we just saw right now, but obviously there was other 2 that I didn't record because it was going to take so much, but I did wanted to show you how I actually did the blending process between the Colorless Blenders of Touch New, Colorless Blender Copic, and Prisma. So the first marker I wanted to show you is Copic. Copic, I think, is one of the best colorless blenders. I feel like a lot of ink is in it, and as you can see, it has like this like watercolor effect on the top, and it gives a good gradient. So the first marker, the first one is the Copic Colorless Blender. The second one, and this is all Copic marker, just to let you guys know. So this is all the Copic marker that I used, and each one of these are the colorless blenders. So the first one is just a regular Copic Colorless Blender. The second one is Touch New, which also did, but it's a little bit more streaky. I still like the effect. The second one is the Prismacolor, which you can see that it's somewhat really good, not its best. And obviously the last one, where my artist loft did die out, it tried its best, but obviously it failed. You see a lot of the streaks here, the difference between each marker. So I obviously, from the Copic marker aspect and the Colorless Blender, the Copic Colorless Blender and the Touch New Colorless Blender did an amazing job on that end. To the next marker. So the next one is the Prismacolor. Different color, same color aspect, but obviously you see the difference in some of the greens and blues. I tried to match as best as I could, but oh well. So the first one is the Copic with Prismacolor. So you can see it does a really good, beautiful gradient. Yes, it's a little bit harder, I guess, to blend them in with the Copic, as you can see right here. As for the Touch New did a really good job, which I really like. You can see the gradient wonderfully. And the last one should be really good with Prisma. Here you go, and it does work really good with the Prisma. And the last one is the Touch 5. So here you go, guys. This is the Touch 5. So the first one is the Copic Colorless Blender. It does gradient very beautifully. Same thing with the Touch New. Obviously, Touch New with Touch New should work really good. I think it definitely worked better than the Copic. And the Prismacolor, not so well. As you can see, the gradient here isn't that good. And also right here as well, you can see it. So as you can see by the video, each marker has its own colorless blender, and I think it should stay with its own colorless blender. But if you decide to get individual colorless blender, I think the Touch New colorless blender is really good for universal, and I think the Copic is actually really good for universal. As for the Prisma, it didn't really work out with the other swatches that I've tried. It's a little bit patchy, and I wasn't really feeling it as much, but Prisma with Prisma works perfect. If you guys like this video, I hope you subscribe, like, and comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I sure try to answer them. Don't forget to follow in my social media at Zuki_RM on my Instagram channel. That's where I usually post all my things. I actually have a whole bunch of stuff just releasing in my store today or tomorrow. Depends on how busy I am today. But I did come up with pop sockets. I wish I can show you right now. Hold on just a second. Alright, so I actually went really quickly, and this is the pop socket right here. You know, I'm actually new to the pop socket. I just hopped on that, and I actually got it made. So I have two designs, guys. I have this one, which is Tagger, and I have one that's throwing up rainbows. I know you all love throwing up rainbows. So if you guys are interested, don't forget to check out my store and see if they're there. I'm going to try to put them out today or tomorrow. But yeah, links are down below. And that's it. This is your girl, Mizuki, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm out.